What's going on YouTube? So we're here at my first drop here. I got a multi-stop load this time go around. Uh, it's a pretty easy load. It's dumpsters. Um, Pretty easy. I did a couple of different things with chains and some straps. I'll talk about that when we go look at the securement. I apologize in advance if it's a little bit dark. It's a little bit past 8 o'clock out here, so it's a little bit late. But it's still light enough, I believe, where you can see it on video. So we're going to go over here and check it out and talk about the securement and why I secure it the way I did and the reasoning for it. So just stay tuned and let's check it out. Alright, so here's the load. It's dumpsters. These bins here are coming off at the first stop here in Fort Morgan, Colorado. This is going to be, I guess these dumpsters are going to be for the state. So that's what these are for. These are pretty easy. Put a single strap here with a half twist like I always. This first strap is pulling this way, next strap is pulling that way, half twist, and then 2 straps here. So that way I have 2 straps within the first 10 feet. And then I did something a little bit different. The reason why this gap is here is because this was supposed to be in the front, but my next pickup is closer to this drop than it is to where we are right now. So I asked him to flip it around. Well, he was going off measurements that he told me, so I measured out how much space we'd need from the deck to where that dumpster would start. Well, his measurement was off, so that gap was right there. I was like, well, I'm not going to try to wait around. I'll just work with it. I'm only going like 5 hours on the road to the first stop. Don't worry about it. So what I did to prevent any forward movement is I put in place what they call a bump chain. What this does is I have a chain that's hooked there. It goes around through here. There's a lip on the bottom of these dumpsters. Goes all the way around the other side, hooks the other side. And I put a snap binder right here. And what this does is it pulls back where this can't go past the chain, so it holds it in place. I could have also put a bulkhead here, but I wanted to watch the paint. So I put a chain down below like that, and that's what they call a bump chain. The next thing we did was, as you can see, let me step back for you guys. There's 2 dumpsters here, but one dumpster's inside this dumpster. The only thing that's keeping this dumpster from coming out, well, first is these dumpsters here, but what's basically the only thing that's holding this dumpster in is the weight of itself. Now, I do have straps over the top that's pulling down that dumpster, but it still could slide forward if it really wanted to. So what I did was I fed a chain over the wheel through here, down, across, into that chain, and to that wheel on the other side. And I put padding right here to protect the paint, put my bungee in to keep the ratchet from coming out this way, so it's within the rub rail. And then I also took another chain and I fed it through here. And I put padding here, protect the paint, padding right here, my ratchet binders over there. And that pulls the dumpsters towards the front, and the other chain's pulling it backwards. So this holds, these double stacks can't slide backwards, so I can't see it back here. And the inside dumpster can't slide forward. And then I put straps over the top. I put 2 straps here in the first 10 feet. This strap has multiple twists in it because it was really windy out, and it ended up having more twists than I thought. After I'd already tightened it down, I didn't want to tighten it up again, so I just left it. But it's 2 straps in the first 10 feet, and another strap and 2 more straps here. This strap is serving as 2 purposes. One, it's holding the dumpster down, but also it's keeping this door tight against the side. When that strap's not there, this door has this much slacking where it can come out, where when it does that, it was outside my rub rail. So this strap is holding that door closed, so that way it's not outside my rub rail. Rode really nice. The load only weighs just under 30,000 pounds. I was legal back here with those axles closed, but like I've stated in other videos, when I have things that's hanging over my axles with the bumpiness and the bouncing, I spread my axles, take the bounce out of it to make it ride smoother. Especially with something like this, I don't want it to ride around. I want to bang around more than it already has. Or when they place this inside there, I don't want to scratch more paint than it already has been. Like I said before, I'm all about customer service and make sure their property and their thing that they've put their money into is in good condition when I deliver it. So that's why I spray my axles. They do provide touch-up paint. This shipper provides touch-up paint to give to the customer. So if there's anything, like when they put these dumpsters inside of here, they scratch them, they give them touch-up paint to fix it. These are individual dumpsters, so they've stacked them, so they're scratched when they're dumped in, so they give them touch-up paint to touch up the paint when they separate them, and then go from there. So they got touch-up paint to go with there, but I still do little things to make sure that I do the best I can to make sure I protect their equipment when I deliver it. Like this ratchet strap was touching, just barely touching this paint, so I put my rubber mat here to protect the paint. You know, and that's all about customer service. I mean, that's the biggest thing. You show the customer that you're taking care of their stuff, that you're willing to do the extra step to make sure you protect their stuff, protect your stuff. That shows that you care, that you're responsible. You know, this shipper was very, they were shocked. I wouldn't say shocked, but they were kind of surprised at how much time I took to just put all these extra chains in here. They say most guys just throw three straps over these. They'll haul, let's say they'll haul 4, and they'll just throw 3 straps over each and take off. Or they'll load some like me, the straps over and take off. And I was putting chains in the back, chains in the front, keep it from moving forward and backwards, straps at the top, bump chains in the front. They were kind of surprised because they said usually we guys don't take the extra step. And they end up asking if we could haul directly for them, so that's a big thing. So I passed on our contact information to them to see how that's going to work out. So it's all about customer service. You always remember that. You know, it's the little things that makes a big difference. You know, and I stayed in contact with them. Unfortunately, this customer hasn't answered since I left, so I don't know what time they even get here in the morning. So I Google Earthed it, saw that I could park here on site. So here I am in front of the building, sit here, wait until in the morning. I'll probably get up at 7, see if they're here, and then go from there. But yeah, that's the load, pretty easy, just strapped over the top. Bump chain, like I said, the way it works, you put a chain, connect the chain here, around the front to the other side, I have a snap bar on the other side that pulls it backwards and it doesn't allow this to move forward. Pretty much the same concept as a bulkhead. You put the bulkhead on there, it's the same concept. And then the 2 chains back there keep it from moving forward and backwards, and the straps over the top. So it's a pretty easy load, pretty self-explanatory, and that's just how I did it. You know, it's not the perfect thing, maybe someone else might have done it differently, but that's how I like to do it, so that's how I did it. But I appreciate you guys watching. Like I always say, like and subscribe if you'd like to. Comment any suggestions, comments. I'll read them all. I appreciate any comments you give me, any suggestions you have. I appreciate it all. And thanks again guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.